Take you live now to the White House, where there's some mixed messages that have come out in recent days as President Trump and members within his circle seem to say different things when it comes to farm workers and how they'll be treated under recent crackdowns of undocumented migrants. Part of that confusion started here when the president visited Iowa last week. Iowa's News Now reporter Faven Zodu has more on where things stand now.
We're going to put you in charge. We're going to make you responsible.
Less than a week ago, President Donald Trump referencing migrant farm workers in Iowa. But then,
no amnesty under any circumstances. Mass deportations continue, but in a strategic and intentional way.
Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins said there will be no amnesty for migrants working in agriculture on Tuesday. Close to 42% of crop farm workers in the United States don't have a legal status, according to data from the Department of Agriculture. Governor Reynolds told WHO Radio Iowa officials want to get involved in discussions regarding immigrant agricultural workers. She also mentioned that they have contacted the White House about this. The governor also said, quote, Secretary Rollins has done a great job of just pointing out the need in agriculture for this outside labor, a lot of them being there year after year after year. And it's how we make things work, so it's really important to the industry that we're able to maintain that. While in Iowa, the president shared some of his concerns about migrants and the reasons behind the ongoing deportations.
We're finding the criminals, the murderers, the drug dealers. We're getting them the hell out of here.
But data from the Deportation Data Project shows many of the people being detained by ICE are not all criminals. That's the message that some immigration rights supporters want people to hear.
This administration in particular, has claimed that they are going after, quote unquote, the worst of the worst. And so part of, the reasoning behind asking for this data and making it public, and, we've seen with our own eyes over the last several weeks, ICE agents going into communities and, essentially terrorizing people and arresting anyone that they can find. And the data essentially backs that up and makes, people's claims of what they are seeing on the ground. The data is able to validate those.
For farmers, the concern is getting the crops in this fall. During Tuesday's conference, Rollins addressed the concern, saying the deportations must be strategic so that there isn't an issue with the food supply and that there's still an untapped labor force, even if undocumented migrants do not get amnesty.
When you think about, there are 34 million able-bodied adults in our Medicaid program. There are plenty of workers in America, but we just have to make sure we're not compromising today, especially in the context of everything we're thinking about right now.
Faven Zodu, Iowa's News Now.
Rollins said the administration is looking to overhaul the visa system that allows seasonal workers into the country. She says her department is working with Homeland Security to make the process cheaper and more effective for farmers, pledging to have a 100% legal workforce.